You know, parents are always finding new ways to entertain or enrich their kids. In fact, the earliest years are the most important in a child's life when it comes to developing their young mind. This was no different for me. My mom would always take me to the arcades, complete with all sorts of top-of-the-line games, or parks, with the jungle gyms that were always scalding hot from being in the sun all day. There weren't too many options to choose from, but for what they were, those were what made up my fondest childhood memories. As a treat for my 7th birthday, my mom took me to the infamous Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. It was supposed to be a fun little place from what I can remember. The old saying would be, it's a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Or something like that, I don't know. It looked really promising, to be honest with you. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited about going there. I mean, the pizza was what you'd expect, lazily put together and didn't quite taste right, but you didn't go for the food. You went to see Freddy Fazbear and the gang of colorful friends, Bonnie the Bunny, Chica the Chick, and there was Foxy too. He lived in Pirate Cove. Thinking back on it now, the animatronics were pretty good for the time. They had full body movement when singing on stage, and even Foxy moved around quite a bit on his little pirate ship. In fact, I remembered that after a few songs, Freddy and friends would come off stage and walk around interacting with the kids. They would walk up to the kids and say things like, "How's the pizza? Good, I bet." Or, "Are you having fun? I know I am." I remember that Foxy always said, "It's me, I'm gonna get ya," which was pretty cool. To keep the kids entertained, there would be little games they'd play, like Follow the Freddy, which was just follow the leader, or Foxy's Treasure Hunt, where the kids would be given small trinkets and Foxy would chase after them, like a game of tag. I remember I had finished my slice of pizza and asked if I could play the treasure hunt game with Foxy. My mom said it was okay, so I got up and got one from one of the workers. The workers gave me a tiny, palm-sized treasure chest. I was really excited, and right now Foxy was becoming my favorite. Me and about 6 other kids were given small treasures, and that's when Foxy jumped off Pirate Cove and yelled, "It's me! I'm gonna get ya!" And that's when we all scrambled. It was really fun. I looked over my shoulder and saw Foxy chasing around the other kids, and at one point he even almost got me. Boy, Foxy was fast. I didn't quite know why at the time. But while I was in the middle of the game, my mom lifted me up abruptly and carried me swiftly toward the exit. She said things like, "We've got to go, and we should have never come here." I never heard such urgency in her voice before. I thought that maybe it was because some kids started crying when Foxy caught them. But all I can remember was that they were screaming really loud. A lot of people were sobbing. I remember that a bunch of parents rushed over. There were all sorts of commotions and noise, but I was too busy having fun to notice that anything was wrong. But now that I think of it, I do remember that as my mom carried me through the exit, I saw Foxy standing above the body of a kid he had caught. His eyes moved away from the body, and he looked straight at me. He was staring right at me, with crimson liquid dripping from his sharp teeth. And he said,
"It's me. I'm gonna get ya."